Stars, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey guys, you join me here, Snowman86. We are back on Farming Simulator on Dunalka. So, progress has been made. We are out baling. And with that, we are looking at doing a wrapping job on all these grass bales. So, we'll have silage for our cattle. It is early March, so we will be looking to buy cows pretty soon, I reckon. That'll be the plan. Once we get our second cut, then we'll probably do a full hay crop. That will be the rough going of it, I would suggest anyway, guys. So that is the plan offhand. We'll quickly jump out here and you can see we're doing a okay job. The fast track is definitely going to become probably the workhorse on the farm for the short term anyway, to the medium term. And for some odd reason I am not baling because I didn't have my header down. Not sure what went on there, but we'll just get back to it. So yeah, loving the fast track. It really is working out well for us here so far on the farm. It's kind of doing all the work at the moment. Now the T-Dub is still doing little jobs, and we'll probably keep it around because it's just such a nice tractor. It'd be a shame to get rid of it. So but as I say, the plan will be to bale this side. This is the bigger section and we've started here, and we still have the section on the other side of the house to do, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. And as I say, the plan will be we'll silage everything here so it's fermenting away, and then we'll probably definitely do a hay run, and then for our third cut we'll probably look at something split where we do maybe the small field of hay and the bigger field of silage. So we'll try and do a 50-50, and this bushy area that's in front of us at some stage towards the end of the year, if we get our way, we'll probably plough it in. Now that we have a decent tractor, we'll probably look at ploughing that in and seeding more grass so we can just increase our grass areas. And the same for that bushy area there to the side of the house. We'll probably look at doing something similar there. Definitely reclaim some of that ground. That would be the plan, guys. That would be the plan. So it's getting on late here in the evening, so we're going to press on with the baling for a little bit. And once we get a little bit too dark, guys, then we will probably call it for the night and look to see can we pick up a wrapper. And with that, then we'll be wrapping bales. So it's nearly getting dark enough that we could throw a little bit of light on the scenario. I really am liking this relight mod as well. It really just adds to the game. Just makes everything look that little bit more crisp, I think. And as I say, this JCB is quickly becoming a favorite. I'm kind of using it now for everything. Obviously the case will come in for the big main tillage work, and eventually probably will step in with the seeding as well, but for now I think it'll look a little bit ridiculous if we pull our little 6-meter seeder with it, so we probably won't be doing that anytime soon. But yeah, so far so good. And as I say, once we get this field wrapped up, we will probably look at maybe keeping a couple of bales back, and we might just get a few cows going on the farm, and we'll look at maybe feeding them baled grass. Might be an option just short term to get us started. They won't produce any milk or anything until I think it's 18 months, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. So realistically it won't be till this time next year before we start getting a bit of milk out of them, so there's a bit of work to go into it first. And I think they reproduce also around the 18-month mark as well. So we'll probably pick up maybe a handy sized herd to begin with, maybe something like between 10 to 15 I'm thinking. And hopefully we can see that through then, and that should work out well for us. It'll also give us different things to be doing on the farm as well. So when it gets to winter time, it won't be just a case of park up all the gear and hang tough. We'll be out in the yard working, keeping an eye on our cattle. So we're just going to drop down here and pick up this small stretch, and then we've only a couple of passes left and we'll be moving into the smaller section. But I think we're doing okay for bale count so far anyway. It looks pretty decent. I haven't actually checked, but yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with it so far anyway. And as I say, the one big thing we need to look at too, one, without burning through all our money, but we do probably need now a little bit more storage in the yard in terms of sheds to park equipment, because our case has been sitting out more or less all winter, which is not good for it. We don't want to keep doing that, so we do need to potentially look at an area where we can stick up a handy sized shed. Must see what options are available to us and the prices, and we probably will need some sort of a shed as well for all the bales we'll be doing, so the straw and the hay bales, so we somewhere to store them. Silage, not too concerned about, it will be wrapped and stored external. But definitely concerned about the hay and stuff, and that's why we're not doing any hay at the moment, because I generally have nowhere to store it. So before we get to, I'll just go around this bush, before we get to kind of maybe early summer, we hopefully we'll have found something in terms of a shed that we can knock up relatively cheap. We're not looking at anything too fancy. Might have a look in the area and see if there's any even second-hand sheds that we can maybe potentially pick up. But we'll just have to see. So we have a good chunk of bales knocked out there, guys, and as I say, we'll be back to wrap a good portion of them. We might keep one or two as grass just to see if we're starting any with cows pretty quick. We can then oh, missed a strip of grass there. Yeah, if we start with cows pretty quick, we can feed them and kind of get them up and going. So onto the smaller section, we'll see what we produce here, guys. So guys, we'll probably call it here. I don't think we're going to do too much more baling. Well, we're going to bale on for the evening, but I don't want to bore you with baling, but we'll be back. It'll probably be the next day by the time we get back, and hopefully we'll be wrapping. It does mean we'll have to buy a wrapper. So we're back, guys. It's early in the morning, and as you can see, we are wrapping. So by the time we'd finished up baling, our local dealer had delivered this to the yard for us. From speaking to him, we told him we were under a bit of pressure to get our grass in and done. And yeah, to be fair, they came up trumps here today for us, so we can't complain about anything like that. And to be fair, I can see why. We've spent a lot of money with him in the last 6-7 months. Through purchasing gear for the farm and stuff, so it was nice of them that they offered to deliver this one out. Did come at a slightly extra cost to us, but worth doing, I think, as it enabled us to just crack on and we were able to finish up, tuck away the baler and stuff last night, and then we were able to get out early this morning um, and get this going. So you may notice it's on the T-dub, and the reason for that was we literally arrived in the yard with the baler on the JCB, didn't have a chance to do too much more. So we said we'd hook this onto it. They were happy enough. We had enough horsepower, and we've been out here now since 7 o'clock this morning, and we're just getting through it nice and tidily. So we've wrapped a fair chunk of bales, but we're just going to keep this process going now, guys. It's a little bit slow, and I won't say tedious, probably the wrong word, but it is definitely slow, but we're getting there. So obviously the more grassland we eventually open up to ourselves, the longer this operation will take. And even if that isn't a possibility, at some stage we might look at maybe installing a pit on the farm, something like that maybe, and start silaging it, or picking it up that way instead of maybe baling. We'll just see how we get on. For now, it's working like a treat. We can't complain. So if it's all going to all, there is a cattle market on today, so we might, if things go our way, guys, take a bit of a chance, spin over to our local dealer and see what's there. We might be able to pick something up, but again, we'll play it by ear. We won't rush into anything too soon. As I say, we might keep a few grass bales just back, just in case we decide that is the option we want to go with. They are a big old bale, so I'm hoping if we left maybe 3 to 4 grass and wrap the rest, that should, I think, see us through enough until we're able to get the silage bales done. And hopefully in the meantime with that as well, guys, we'll also hopefully by the time we get the second cut, it'll be in the summer, should be a lot easier for us to do hay, less chance of it getting rained on and stuff. Now we are running the Maize Plus mod as well, so that will now we didn't have it on when we did the cutting, but we have it on now that we're baling, so I'm not sure what the differences will be, but we'll see. I think this is our last bale we are going to wrap, guys, because if I check out there, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, so that'd be 4 grass bales. Each bale is a fair chunk. If I run down here, I'll quickly check this one. You'll see each grass bale is 6,005 litres even. So that's a fair chunk in feed. So we might even only have to do one. We'll see. We might do one more maybe after this one and leave it 3, I think. And like if worst comes to worst, we can always pop to our local dealer and pick up some feed for the cattle. But I'm hoping to keep costs down by being able to do it all ourselves. So we're going to take a chance, wrap one more, and that'll see us done wrapping, guys. So that we'll be back, we'll be at the dealership, and we'll see what kind of animals we have and what we can pick up, if any at all. So guys, I'll see you in a second. So guys, we've just arrived at our local animal dealer, and now thankfully it's not too far up the road. But as you can see, I think we were right to get out early and wrap those bales, because we now have rain, guys. And not just a little bit of rain, but it looks like it could be with us for a while. Bit of a storm brewing. So we're here at Larson's Lyle, and we're just going to pop into the guys and see what we have. So we're here in the dealership now, guys, just selecting through what they have on offer this time around, and we have a nice bit. We've some Limousin, Angus, Holstein and Brown Swiss. Now I think the Brown Swiss and Holstein are our milk cows, yes, and I think the Angus is obviously for beef, and Limousin is obviously for beef as well. So I think it's milking we're going to go down. I think that's probably the better route for us. Now we can buy them for €200 a calf. We can get one that is a year old, so not a calf anymore. for 1-1, or we can go all out and buy a cow that is ready to start producing milk. And they are the most expensive option. Now, our farm will only hold 45 animals. So the question is, do we spend huge money and be 6 months away from um, 6 months away from a potential profit back on our animals, which might be the way to go, and they will also reproduce a lot sooner, which means we'll be doubling our herd size pretty quickly. Or do we start off with the young ones? We'll see. I think we might go this route. How much is that's still pretty cheap. 15 animals. We're going to get them for 17.7. So that's not breaking the bank in any which way, shape, or form. So we're going to probably purchase that and patiently wait for them to be delivered back at our farm. So guys, it's now 12:30 in the day. It is still absolutely bucketing it down. But if we pop here to our animal shed, you can now see our animals have been delivered. So we have 15 year-old cows, Holstein cows in the shed, and we are ready to rock and roll. So we're going to see, can we get a bit of feed going to them straight away, and we simply maybe just run out and pick up our grass bale, see what else they might need. If we click down here, we have 15 of these bad boys. So just saying base food, roughage, moisture food, power food. So that's the TMR mix. I'm not going to be producing any milk yet. Their value has dropped significantly since I bought them. But as I said, they are close to puberty, and that means we should be getting milk within the next 6 months, I think it is. So hopefully towards the end of the summer, these bad boys should be starting to kick out a bit of milk, and in the meantime they'll have produced a little bit of slurry, and all will be good, guys. So that's it. We'll get cracking here straight away. We're just gonna jump in our JCB. We're gonna run out to the field, pick up the grass bales that we left out there before the rain really does destroy them, and the cattle have no interest in eating them. I must say, I'm not sure is it coming across for you guys, but it is a little bit dark here with the rain coming down. It's hard to kind of see what we're doing. So we'll throw on some extra lighting, and where did my first grass bale is right here. So we're just going to get that one on the forks, and we'll get back here to the cattle and hopefully get them something to get them going. We need to get a bit of water in there as well, but I'm hoping this works and that we don't have to pick up a feed wagon just yet. I'm trying to avoid spending everything in the first bit. We're still doing okay for money, but yeah, if we can avoid it, we will. Will this take us? The answer is no. That's upsetting. Is it because it's grass and they won't take grass? I'm not 100% sure, but guys, we're going to try and figure this out. I think this is probably a good time to call it anyway. So we'll try and figure this stuff out, and hopefully on the next one we'll have a working farm for cows. So guys, as always, I've been Snowman86, this has been Dunalka, and as always guys, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you all again. Take care.